Hi, my name is Holly White, and I am a USI student. I am studying for social work to be a social worker in addictions. My disability started in my 20s from a violent attack, and I didn't really know what I was capable of doing, if I could go to college, if my IQ went from high to in the low 60s, and they pretty much told me that it was a 50-50 shot if it was something that I wanted to do and attain. So I started by just taking a couple classes at another university, and while there I met Carol Wirtz, and Carol Wirtz, an amazing professor. She saw all my passion, and she saw all my resilience, and that I really wanted to do something. She could tell I had a big heart, and she could tell that what I was actually trying to do, I could do. And she made me believe that by showing me each step of the way that, hey, you're doing incredible. Hey, you've got an A in this. Hey, you're acing this. You're doing this. And we went step by step all the way through until the end. And then she had me convinced by the end that I am good enough. I am good enough to go to USI and pursue further education. I am worth putting the effort forth to do so. You need to be resilient. You need to have so many different aspects to be able to complete college, and that's not just being smart. You need to be able to delegate your tasks at home, ask for help, but the most important thing is getting a safety net. A safety net in college when you have a disability is something that is vital. You need to go straight to the disability office. Start there. You go from there into their programs, into other mentorships, other clubs. You meet other people, and you learn everything that you need to know that you didn't have before, and you use those tools to guide you through college. I know that what's helped me is having the ability to email my teacher and say, hey, can we meet weekly to make sure that I understand the content? Hey, can we do this? Can I talk to you more? Can we communicate? Can we Zoom? I'm really having trouble with this. I've ran into this twice, I believe, since I've been here in January, where the teacher on the other end just doesn't communicate. So if I didn't have my safety net that I was talking about in further questions, which is TRIO and disability office, I wouldn't be able to do my assignments. And that can be really hard. When you're needing the help and you're just not getting it because they're just not able to, I don't know, maybe they don't have the time, maybe they don't understand the need or see that you need it because your grade is higher. But I know I'm a perfectionist. I use my deficits as abilities. I don't use them as negatives. So everything that I have associated with my disability, I use in a positive way. Overthinking, I kind of overplan. For an example, every 2 weeks before class, I introduce myself to my professor and I say, hi, my name is Holly, and I explain anything that I find is helpful for them to know ahead of time, anything that I think that will prepare them for me and me for them. It is vital that you advocate for yourself from the beginning. You tell them off top what you need, and as faculty, they will adjust their schedules to do so. I've had very, very few that won't, and like I said, I've had great communication with most of my faculty members here at USI, and they will go above and beyond for you if you advocate for yourself. If you just leave it empty or don't communicate, you can't expect them to know what they don't know. We had this voice thread due last semester, and I've never done a voice thread before. So I went through a chain of 7 different people in my safety net. I started with TRIO, which I was referred to from the disability office. And then I went and I talked to some students there. We got the first assignment done. And then when it came down to actually having to do the project, I had my tutors. They didn't know what to do, so then I came back down to mentorship, and I had a mentor actually walk me through the process. And we did it together just as partners, and I got a great grade on it. I understood what I was supposed to do at the end of it all. And now I have another tool in my toolbox that I can use going forward. But that definitely helped me see that there is support here if you seek it. And there's nothing that nobody else here hasn't done. So somebody on the campus has done it. So I say, always advocate for yourself, always let other people know that you need help, and they will find it. I would like people to understand from my particular journey that I'm a non-traditional student all the way around. That means that I didn't come straight out of high school into college. That means that I'm in my mid-30s. I suffered my disabilities through just a vicious attack years ago. And that happened in my 20s, my early 20s. So I went through all of school just fine. And then around that college time, all of these problems started: the epilepsy, the anxiety, the PTSD, the debilitating ADHD. I could go on, but that's not the point. The point of the matter is that having these deficits, I had to figure out what my goals were and what I really wanted to do. And I knew that this was something, going to college was something I had always planned on doing. And making that goal happen for me was 100% vital. And in doing that, I was able to do that by going one step at a time. I was able to start at a community college and then transfer to USI. And in doing that, I battled so many things that I had to overcome. And I overcame all of them just by going one step at a time, just by communicating with others, by making that safety net, by understanding that that I don't fit into the puzzle like normal people, but I fit into the puzzle still. And my dreams and my goals, no matter how old I am, are still there. And I do have a place in the world, a place that there's only certain things I possess that I can give to the world that are good, that are different than anybody else. And I want to give those things to the world. I want to be that inspiration to someone in addictions down the line. I want to help someone go back to their family. I want to help families and children. That is my goal. And in doing that, I will then have fulfilled why I got into the field to begin with, to rectify what happened to me. And I feel like it'll go full circle at that point.